a list of stars that never ends. You're our guest in the front row. Now it's time to start the show. Branson Webcast Show, interviews with folks you know. Come along and join the fun. In our books, you're #1.
From the live entertainment capital of the world, you're listening to BransonWebcast.com with your hosts, Hamner and Barber.
It's not TV or radio, just one click, download the show. Grab some coffee, take your seat. We've got friends you'd like to meet. Branson Webcast Show, Hamner, Barber, here we go. Laugh along and have some fun. It's a show for everyone.
And now, here are two guys who put the odd in podcast, Dave Hamner and Jim Barber.
Thank you, Craig Burnett, and welcome back to the webcast, everybody, with our special guest, Doug Gabriel.
Doug,
hey, it's great to be here, guys.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate you on this wonderful show that you're doing.
Well, thank you, and we congratulate you on your show.
Thank you. I appreciate
incredible
that.
Incredible vocalist. Doug, you've been around Branson really since almost the beginning of the shows in this
long time.
20-something years.
And you're not even that old.
Yeah,
so.
21 years I've been here. I came in November of '85, and you know, I remember there being only like 9 theaters, and now what do we got? About 100 and some shows. And,
yeah.
But I'm at the Jim Stafford Theater. I'm back there. In fact, Jim and Ann are the ones that gave me my start in '94.
Wow.
And it's neat to be back there. I'm actually been back there now for 4 years. I do the morning show at 10 a.m. there, and my show is brand new every year. And we got a wonderful new show this year with the whole family, and got a wonderful cast of musicians and entertainers that have been around in Branson for a long time too.
You have your wives in the show and a number of family members now, right?
Yeah, all the kids, Josh, Jordan, and Jasmine sing in the show and play, and our 2 boys are doing a very unique thing this year. They've created, and I don't want to give it away, but it's called the Invisible Drummers, and both our boys are phenomenal drummers, and they've created this very unique routine that people just have to see. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so make sure you get out and see it. Now, Doug, you also still play the muffler guitar?
Yes, I do. It's the only one in the world. My dad, years ago, invented this guitar. It's a 1969 Thunderbird muffler. And yeah, it's a true story. And my dad, you know, I played it, and then he also made my brother one, Donnie. He has a '72 Buick muffler. So those are actually the only 2 in the world.
Different sounds, probably.
Yeah, I always tell him it's way too exhausting to play. But
And you call it a Mufftar, is that it?
The Mufftar, yes. And this year, I'm playing probably the most difficult song ever that I've ever had to learn on the muffler guitar, the William Tell Overture, which is just very, very difficult. And it's a lot of fun, and it goes along with the outfit I'm wearing and everything in the show. But yeah, that guitar has a lot of sentimental value because my dad gave it to me and believed in me, and you know, it helped get attention to my musical career. You know, my dad, he managed my career for years, and he was in the muffler business. He actually didn't know the entertainment business, but did a remarkable job of getting, you know, us publicity because of that guitar. It was in People magazine and Hot Rod magazine, and it was all nationwide, all around the world. There was articles about it.
And it's a real instrument too. I mean, it's a great instrument.
Yeah, it's a wonderful instrument. In fact, people are still surprised that I'm able to play the original one that was invented back in the 70s. And because of that uniqueness, I always tell everybody a replica of the muffler guitar was made and placed into Ripley's Believe It or Not, and then it was just recently put in the Branson Entertainment Hall of Fame, a replica.
That is great. Now, did Don make that one also, the replica?
No, I had a guy here do that, but my dad made both of my brothers and mine, and of course I won't part with the original one because it meant so much to me from my dad. And so I play the original one in my show every day.
Well, your father, Don Gabriel, was a real staple here in Branson. And a fine Christian man, headed up the Christian Businessmen's Association here and the early morning prayer meetings. Don had a heart for people and for this town. And is there anything you'd like to share about your dad?
Well, my dad he's just a remarkable person, and you know, of course, he's with the Lord now. But I'll tell you, he thought the world of you guys, both of you. He loved what you do and just what you stand for. And you know, Dad was always at the forefront of Branson, and he had a vision of what he felt God had called Branson to do, and I believe he was right on the money. And that is, Branson, this town is almost like a light on a hilltop. The light of the world. And people come here, and it's almost like going to the way America used to be, and just, you know, where God is uplifted and family values. And Branson is still that way after all these years. It's a place that people can bring their whole family for a vacation. 9 to 93, it doesn't matter.
That was his vision for this town, but guess what? That's the vision that's starting to become a reality now. There's a lot of families that are coming here now, and more families are catching his vision.
Right.
And so he was the forefront of this. At his service at the First Baptist Church, I tell you, there wasn't a seat left. It was packed out.
Right.
And the people that shared a few thoughts about him, it was a wonderful time. And I know it was a sad time for the family, and of course there's a grieving process, but it really was a celebration.
It really, really was. You know, it was, of course, going through that, but just having everybody there and the town, how they showed their love to us at that time is really, you know, that's what gets you through in times like that. And to see how he affected so many people. And you know, guys, I'm still getting to this day people that come up to me, and I don't know them from Adam, but they knew my dad. And they say, your father had such a big impact on me. And that's the way Dad lived his life. He affected people one person at a time. And it's just amazing how many people tell me that all the time. And I'm doing a tribute to my dad. I've written 2 songs, and last year I wrote one called Well Done. It actually was played in the service.
Yes, I remember. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Thank
song.
you. And this year I'm doing one about heaven, because I thought about Dad, you know, up there, and it's called I See Me There. And so I still talk about him. I tell the people about him in the show every day. And you know, and my mom, she's doing great. A lot of people have asked me about how she's doing. She's still here, and it's just wonderful. At the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast, they still talked about him this year, and that did my heart so proud. I just love my dad and mom so much. When
your dad would meet somebody or just greet them on the street, and I remember this happened to me one time. He said, "Dave, how you doing?" And I said, "Well, you know, we're doing okay." He says, "Are you going through some things?" He always had a sense. And I said, "Well, a few things." And right in the street, he said, "Let me pray for you, brother." And he would bow his head and start praying. And when he would pray, you know he was touching heaven with those prayers.
Oh, absolutely.
So when he would go off and start praying for me, I'd feel the Spirit and I'd feel the Lord's presence. And he was an encouraging spirit. He was a Barnabas here on this earth.
He really, really was. And, you know, the more I live, the more I realize how blessed I am to be his son. Because, you know, he's just one of the million people have asked me, well, what it's like. I says, try having Moses for your dad.
Exactly.
You know, that's what it was like.
Spiritual giant, and just did so much. Well, now back to what you're doing. You've got some new things going in the show, but we've also got a new CD series. Is this?
Yes, there's a 3-pack here, and it features an album. It's called Doug Gabriel Solid Gold Classics, and that's me doing songs like American Trilogy, God Bless the USA. It's all the popular standards, Wind Beneath My Wings. Every song that everybody would know is on that album. And then my wife has a wonderful album. She does some Patsy Cline in there, Gabriel Solid Gold Classics. And then this album right here actually features the muffler guitar.
Oh my goodness.
It's exhausting and exhilarating. And I play Under the Double Eagle,
There's
Somewhere
the
My
picture.
Love. Yeah. And I also play 5 songs on the piano as well, so it's a complete instrumental.
Now
album.
they can order this online, Doug, or if they wanted to right now, they're watching this webcast, could they order this somehow?
Yes, they just go to www.douggabriel.com, go to my merchandise page, and they can order it right from there.
There it is.
Yeah.
You brought us a clip of your show too. Would you mind if we showed a little bit of that?
Oh,
right now?
I'd love it. I appreciate that.
Okay, here we are, the Doug Gabriel Show.
Easy now, shake, baby, shake, shake, baby, shake, shake one time for me. Well, come on over, baby, oh, I'll shake on over.
That's great, Doug. You know, and you're also doing a lot of things to help other performers here in Branson. You've got a great talent contest that you started a while back. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have a contest called Branson Spotlight, and we've done it for 4 years, and it's a wonderful thing. It's very rewarding to me because of that show, how several people have even gotten jobs in Branson, Missouri.
And one of them even ended up on the American Idol. Is that true?
That's right. Elena Whitaker was on this season. She made it to the top 20.
But she started with Branson Spotlight.
That's exactly right.
I thought that was amazing.
Oh, we were so thrilled about that. In fact, our winner from our first year, she was in the finals of the Colgate Country Showdown. Yeah. She was in the top 5 of that one. And then we've had Yolanda, who is now with the world famous Platters, came from my competition.
Yeah.
David Griffin, who was one of our winners also, now is with Country Tonight. So we have a lot of success stories. We had one girl who was in the contest who didn't win at all, but she was in a Gretchen Wilson video. Wow. So there's a lot of things like that happen, and we try to help singers and all around the country, and we compete them here in Branson, and it's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding to me.
It gives them a great opportunity to be in front of a full Branson audience on a great stage over at the Jim Stafford Theater there.
Right,
and really have an opportunity that they might not find elsewhere.
Well, I do want to let people know, a lot of people have asked me about the contest for this year, and unfortunately this year we are sort of going to postpone it for a year because I did too much touring with the Doug Gabriel Show to get out there, so you need several weekends to do the show and to find the talent. We weren't unable to do that, but I want people to keep going to the website, and we'll probably be relaunching it again very shortly. It's BransonSpotlight.com.
I hope so, because it was a wonderful thing, and you would bring in guest artists to actually
you guys
judge.
Did even
judge, and it was fun, and just to see the young talent. You found this, you went out and found this hands-on, and I thought it was a wonderful thing. So
it is.
We hope and pray that it comes back, because I think it's needed in this town.
It really, really is, and what a way to expose, the town of Branson to a lot of new people. That show brought a lot of people to town.
It did.
A lot of people don't realize that, but it really, really did. And we had a lot of fun doing it, and we'll be doing it again. It's just that my tour schedule kept me from doing it this year, but
yeah.
So.
Well, good to have you on the show.
Oh, it's
lots of
my
great things coming
pleasure.
up, I'm sure.
And
thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you. And
once again at the Jim Stafford
Can
Theater.
I leave the number? Is that all right?
Yes, go ahead.
It's 417-337-8300. This goes directly to the Doug Gabriel Show at the Jim Stafford Theater. Come by and see us. It's a morning show, 10 a.m., and full cast, full production. We'd love to have you.
Great way to start your day. Thanks so much. Doug Gabriel on the Branson Webcast.
You've been listening to BransonWebcast.com with your hosts Dave Hamner and Jim Barber. Join us next time for more interviews, music, and fun from Branson, Missouri.
Y'all come back and hear us soon. Hope you liked our little tune. Next time on the internet, we'll have new friends you haven't met. Branson Webcast Show, spread the word to all you know. On the web and having fun, it's the show for everyone.
This is your announcer, Craig Burnett, saying thanks for joining us, and come back real soon for more fun at BransonWebcast.com.